Welcome back, friends. Welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are working on something really quick today, or I am working on something really quick today. I got a tad bit of a late start, so I am working on a block from my shop hop, and it is a sailboat. And I got a little late of a start here. It's literally 9 p.m. So I'm just going to get on into it. The first thing we will be doing is making half square triangles. And on the cutting instructions, it tells us to cut 2 of this dark blue. But I only see where one of them was used. So I'm pretty certain only one of them was needed. So I'm not going to too much worry about that. But we are going to just get us sewing, guys. How are you doing today? It is, y'all will be seeing this on Thursday. Of course, it is Wednesday night, 9 p.m. when I am sewing this. And if you will stay tuned to the end, I had a question from a subscriber about my binding buddy. Let's see if I have it here. This right here, Rayanne. If you stay to the end, I'll show you what it is and how I use it. Because I know you were having issues, not quite knowing what to do with it, but it's fabulous. It makes my job so much easier, and it's real easy for me to describe it too. So I'll just show you what I do with it. So guys, all I'm doing is just taking my background, laying it on top of a colored print fabric. Now, this block came from Stitched in Faith. And there's only cutting instructions. And it tells you just to stitch your half square triangles. You know, your preferred method. And follow the photo. So I'm hoping I'm doing it right. Miss Sheila, if y'all see this and I'm doing it wrong, please let me know. Because I am not one of those that can just pick something up and go by a photo. Sometimes I have to have step-by-step instructions. But I'm going to try to figure it out. I think I can do it. It does tell me a size to have it trimmed down too, so that will work. And I think this is going to be just a pretty quick little block for the shop pop. If you're new and don't know what I'm talking about, the local Quilters Guild is called, I think, North Louisiana Quilters Guild. Every other year, they have a shop hop, and the alternating years, they have a quilt show. Well, 2025 was the year for the shop hop. And it was called Northern Exposure, and we had 10 shops. And guys, while I'm saying that made me remember, I only have 9 patterns, so I must have one somewhere that I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I will have to look and see. I have to have another block somewhere or a pattern. That pattern could have gotten separated. If it did, I may find it later, because y'all know, well, those that are normally here with me know that I started a reorg. Hey, Oscar. My kitty cat's in here too, so he may be hissing at me here in a little bit because I may be done stepped on him. I did some organizing, and I might have put that pattern somewhere else. but I'm pretty certain I purchased the block from all the shops. Okay, I'm going to press these and be right back. Okay, friends, I have my half square triangles are now pressed, trimmed down to what they need to be. So I am going to treat this and go straight across the top of the rows. So let's see what that's going to take for us to do. We have a background. And then we have a half square triangle. We're going to put these two together. And y'all, if you have emailed me and I haven't gotten back with you yet, it's because my week has been very hectic and I have not looked at my emails until tonight. So I think I have responded to all of the emails, and I'm going to go on and do the other two as well on that top row. So I will have them done in sets. So that way I'll have both sets of everything done. And of course this one doesn't want to come through. Let me put a pin under that. Sometimes that helps when you have a thick seam. It helps if you put a pin under it. It helps it go through sometimes, not all the time. So now we have our second row. But anyway, about the email, it has just been a very busy several weeks. I'm playing catch up again. I thought, you know, over the holiday I could get ahead a little bit to give myself a little buffer. Did not happen. So it is what it is, and you know, here and there you may not have a video, but I'm going to try to get a video ahead over the weekend, at least one or two videos. Okay, so now we are working on, I don't think I need this extra large blue, but we'll get there, you know. All that means is I just need to get it together. I have some projects that I am going to pull out and start working on, and hopefully be able to get some done. I'm still working on finishes. I still want to get those done. And our new sew along does start this Saturday, guys. This Saturday. Can you believe it is already here? This year has flown by. It just seems like time has just escaped us. It's just going so fast. Okay, so here is our second one. Yes. So what I'm doing is I'm just going on into sewing the two sets of twos, and I will put a needle under the foot there to help that. I'll put a pin to help the needle get in that fabric there, because it is a little thickness there. And then we will take our next set of 2 and do the same thing. Y'all, this is coming together really quick. And as I was pressing these, I was thinking this would be perfect for a little boy's baby crib blanket, a crib blanket. Just use this and maybe alternate it with a solid color, kind of do like a checkerboard look. That would be really cute. Making sure here. Once I sew these together, I will press these out because I will need to be assembling them together to make the block. So I am going to press these and we will be right back so we can start assembling our rows. Okay, so we now have all of our rows pressed. I did them alternating so they would nest. So we're just going to nest and pin these together. That one feels like it's not nesting, but I think it's maybe just because it's really thick right at that seam. Because if you are looking for a quick little project, I don't know where you could find this little sailboat pattern, but this is so cute. And literally it took me like 10 minutes to cut all the fabric out. And we've only been sewing and pressing for 23 minutes. So if you're looking for something quick and easy, like I said, maybe to make a little crib blanket, this is perfect. You may be able to find this pattern online. I do not know. I don't know where they got the pattern from. They could have designed it themselves. I don't know, but it is so cute. I love this. Okay, so that is the first 2 rows put together. I am going to, no, I'm not going to press it. I think I can sew the other rows without pressing it. I don't think it'll be in the way of each other. So there's that one. So this is our next row. And when I press them, I did make sure to press them in directions that would make it where all the seams would nest. Like the top row, I pressed everything to the right. The middle, everything to the left. And the third row, everything to the right. And the last row is just a strip that goes the whole length of the block, or the width of the block. So that one doesn't nest, so it will be okay. Yeah, I'm getting excited for this weekend coming up. I'm just ready to wind down a little bit. Because like I said, when I came in from our trip to see my granddaughter this past weekend, and I will see her again Friday night, because she will be in with her other granny, her Shugs. That's what she calls her, a Shugs. She will be in with her going to a family reunion. It's my daughter-in-law's It's her mother. Their family is having a family reunion, and she'll be taking her. She said she messaged me today and said she would be in Friday night staying at her friend's house. We all grew up right here. So one of her girlfriends from school, I mean, they've been friends since school, but one of her friends lives not 5 minutes from me. And she just told me, she's like, hey, I'm going to be staying over there. And I said, that'll be great. Just let me know when you're available. And I'll just swing by that way. She don't have to pile baby up. And I imagine if it's warm enough, they'll be hitting the swimming pool. Because her friend has a swimming pool. And it will be so nice to see my little girl again. 2 weekends in a row. That'll be record. But I tell y'all, that 4.5 hours. The drive is actually only about 3 hours and 45 minutes. I always add 2 extra hours to a drive like that just because I have to stop. Okay, guys, I'm about to press the block out and I'll bring it back so y'all can see it. Okay, friends, this is our little sailboat. Is that not the cutest little thing? That is just precious. I love that block. That is an idea. That is, most of the patterns I went on and just got rid of them because I wouldn't do them again. I knew that. But this one is so cute. So, guys, this is I think this makes number 8 that I have. And like I said, I think there were 10. And I only have one more over here to do. So that makes block number 8. So now to the question that Rayanne had. Rayanne, here you go, girl. Okay. I'm just going to show you what I have. This came in the Bella Rose I think 12 Days of Christmas or Advent box last year. It does have the hole in the bottom of it and the slit. Now, this right here came in the Missouri Star Quilt Company box. It might have been the Christmas box. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it is. But it is a template holder, and it holds, I think these are for bobbins or whatever, but I use it for this. Once I I get my binding cut, sewn, pressed, I roll it up on this. It's all rolled up on this. I sit it on one of those pegs, and I sit it over here, right over here on my side of the sewing machine, and I will pull the binding. I'm going to show you here. You got this peg and this peg. I put it on the far one, and I make it come around the back of it, so it'll come to the front of the sewing machine. And as I'm sewing, I've got it held on the fabric, the binding held on the fabric, and it will just roll. It just rolls. So it works perfect. That thing your son made you, unless the hole in the bottom of your binding buddy, this hole, it has to be big enough to fit on that peg and to loosely, rotate on the peg. So it works great. I could see where the photo that you sent me, that looks like that will work perfect. So guys, this is going to be a very short video for you. I know I tell you all the time it's going to be a short video. This one may only be 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, but if it's not, that's okay. Happy Thursday. So give me a thumbs up before you head out. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, guys.